Just stop responding back to people. I have this friend of mine. He's been running for the head of school council for the past 4 years, and finally this year he has won it. And as someone that used to be in the school council, and I was able to see how much work was really put into everything and how much he contributed to it. Truly, for the past 4 years, I didn't think there was anyone better fitted and suited for this role than him. And this is the year that he finally won and he became head of school council. And this private account that shares, where you can anonymously share anything, any messages, and they get posted onto the Instagram story. Our school has something like that. And ultimately what happened was that he got a lot of hate. He got a lot of hate saying that he's not competent enough to do it, that nothing has changed in the past 4 years, he's not going to change anything either. I got a bit of hate on me as well because I didn't start to be the head of year and I was in the school council and all of that. And my response to him was, do not respond. And he would say things like that he's not going to respond because he doesn't care about it. However, he did say, we didn't even start anything. And I was like, yeah, we didn't even start anything. We haven't even done anything. And we are already getting all of this hate. And we didn't do anything. But I said the best response is no response. Do not respond. My friends around me, they were saying, you are allowing people to just say whatever they want about you and say all this stuff that isn't true. And I'm like, just let them. Honestly, just let them. And recently, because then it started to die down a little bit. And then recently, that same friend of mine that's now head of year, he got a disgusting message written about him. A disgusting message written about his body and how he represents the school through his body. And it was genuinely a really disgusting comment to make. It was really, really disgusting to make that comment and specifically share it. And he was like, no, this is so mean. And I was like, yeah, it's genuinely horrible. And he said to me, oh, I think I'm just going to respond to them. Yeah, I'm on my way to eat a little bit more, something like that, as a joke. And I said, no, the best response is no response. I told him, do not respond to this. I said, do not respond to this. Now, I need you guys to understand, when people are hating, when people are talking, you have to understand that the best response is no response. The crowd will always talk. The crowd of people will always talk. But the best thing is that the crowd of people are a bunch of people that aren't in whatever you're doing. For example, not in the school council, they're not just the school council, but they're not in your life. Maybe they aren't in the industry that you are working in, whatever the case may be. These people are not in it. Because the thing is that the people that are, they understand how hard it is to do something, or they understand how hard it is to deal with a situation that you're going through, and etc. Understand that people will always talk. And when you place yourself in a situation where you are speaking publicly, or wherever you are putting yourself in a situation where you show yourself to people, that can even be as stupid as and as simple as just standing in front of a classroom and speaking. It can be as simple as not even speaking, just putting your hand up to answer something, or to ask at your job where you don't know how to do something, so you ask someone how to do it. All of these things, you are placing yourself in a situation where people are going to judge you. And the thing is, people are always judging you. This is why I'd say it's best to constantly be placing yourself in situations where you are in a space to be judged, because then you become a lot more prone and you quickly understand how people will just always talk. You are never going to please anyone, no matter how much work you put in, no matter how much money you contribute into whatever you do, no matter how much work you put in. The ultimate message of this video is that people will always be talking and people will always have something to say. They don't know what it's like to, for example, they don't know how much my friend contributed of his time, work and money into this. They don't know about that. They just know what is shown, and that's it. They don't know how much he did. I see how much he did and how much he still does to this day. And I truly believe there is no one better suited for this role. But other people don't see. And that's the thing. People will never be satisfied with what you do. There will always be someone that says, that you could have done better. There is always someone that will be dissatisfied and think that you just made the most terrible thing in the world, or that you said the most terrible thing in the world. People will never be satisfied with you. That's why you have to stop caring about what people are constantly saying about you. And even if they're lies, which is so frustrating, because these are very frustrating things, but you've got to understand that you've just got to move past this frustration and move in peace and know that this is what I'm doing. I know, and that's it. It's only you that necessarily needs to know. It's only you that truly knows how much work you put into something. Even if people are helping you with it, it's only you that truly knows how much work you're putting into something. And just because someone says that it's not enough and that you did it badly and they start hating on you for it, you've got to move past it. You've got to become prone to it. Because once you step into taking action and realizing your goals, you are going to deal with a lot of that. And you're going to have to know how to deal with that. And to deal with that is to give no response. Obviously, if they're really just terrible claims, stand up for yourself. Absolutely. I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself. I'm just saying that the best response truly is no response, and just let people do and think whatever they want, and you will be at peace. Because you are not contributing to their narrative. And you have nothing to explain yourself for. Because only you know how hard you worked for it. So people will always talk, and people will always be dissatisfied. They will always find fault, they will always find blame, but that's exactly what makes you different to these people. Because if they have something to pick on, it means that you are doing something. And because they have the time to pick on something, they most likely aren't doing a lot. If it's not something that is, if it's not criticism that is constructive, if it's not constructive criticism, it's just criticism. And criticism is great because you can improve. However, a lot of the time, criticism is displayed in just spreading a lot of hatred. And that's it. Because they have nothing else to do. So the best response is no response. People will always be dissatisfied and people will always talk. But at the end of the day, you are giving them something to talk about. Which means that you are doing something and they are doing nothing but moving their mouth. So, the moral of this video is, people will always be dissatisfied, so stop chasing for perfection. Stop trying to prove yourself to other people, because you will never be enough. You will never be enough. As long as you know how much you do, what you do, and how you do it, that's all that matters.